So cooperation. So building off the question of when are teachers leaders and when are they oppressors, teachers are leaders through cooperation. Quote, leaders, in spite of their important, fundamental, and indispensable role, do not own the people and have no right to steer the people blindly towards their salvation, end quote, page 154. So the kinds of transformations that have been discussed since the very first episode on this miniseries is done through dialogue and cooperation. Through this cooperation, people need to uncover the forms of oppression on their own through critical reflection and dialogue, which result in some kind of an action, rather than having leaders do the work for the oppressed or on their own. So what I talked about in the episode 2 weeks ago for chapter 3, it is not simply enough to make assumptions about how students perceive they are being oppressed. As the example I gave, the robotics course. The example that I gave is assuming that students who don't have a robotics course would really want that. We need to actually engage in dialogue and cooperate with kids to learn from them to figure out what it is they actually want. For example, the one that I mentioned 2 weeks ago, maybe instead they want a game design class.
This excerpt of the CSK8 podcast is from episode number 56, which is titled Pedagogy of the Oppressed, Chapter 4. You can listen to the full episode and hundreds more by searching for the CSK8 podcast on your favorite podcast app or by going to jaredoleary.com.